Welcome back on today's tutorial basis. Today we are going to be drafting and sewing a shirt. So let's start.
So let's use this for our shirt pattern. We'll be drafting this for our shirt pattern, and this is going to serve as the back, and this will be the front. Okay, so see how it is. See how it is. So let's start with the back pattern first. This will be the back. Actually, okay, let's use that all the same measurements. So let's use this as the back pattern. All you have to do here is to first of all get your shoulder. Sorry, I didn't tell you guys about shoulder measurements. When taking your shirt measurements, please measure your shoulder, okay? Measure your shoulder. It's very important. So right now, you get your shoulder measurements. My own is 16. 16 divided by 2 will give you 8. Okay? So after that, get your neck measurements. When making a shirt, please use 3 to 3 inches for your neck width and neck depth, okay? So my neck width is 3 inches. Because this is a back pattern, we'll be making use of 1 inch neck depth. 1 inch neck depth. Because this is a back pattern. If it's your front, you can make use of 3 inches, but the neck width will be 3 inches. Do you understand? The neck width of this back pattern is 3 inches, while the depth is 1 inch. So just have to. So after this, get your shoulder slope. From this your shoulder, get your shoulder slope off. You can use 1.5 because it's a shirt. You can use 1.5 or 1 inch. Me, I'll be using 1 inch. Okay, I'll be using 1 inch. So connect it to make this. Connect it. So now we have gotten our neck, our shoulder, and our shoulder slope. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is to get our armhole measurements. Your armhole measurements. Your armhole measurements. The proper way to get it is when you divide your shoulder by 2. If your shoulder is 16, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So, but because we are making a shirt, I cannot use 8. I will add an extra inch because I want my shirt to be free. I want this place to be free. I want the armhole area to be free. So right now, I'm having 8, but then I will be adding 1 inch. That is 9 because I want the shirt to be free. You can as well add 2 inches if you want your armhole area to be very free. If you're making a very big shirt, make your armhole to be free enough, okay? So I'll be adding 1 inch, making it 9. So now this is going to serve our bust line. Now input your bust measurements. If you want to, if you're cutting with your bust, you input your bust measurements. If you're cutting with your hip, you input your hip measurements here. Because this is the only place you're putting measurements. There is no waist, there is no distance, there is no waist, it's just here. Okay. So now I'll be cutting with my hip measurements. Or okay, let me use my bust. Let me use my bust. Since this is a paper, let me use my bust measurements. So my bust is 9. 9 plus sewing allowance. That is 10. But please, when you're cutting yours, use your hip measurements. Don't use the biggest part of your body to cut your shirts. That will give you a proper fit. The biggest part of your body. So we have total of 10. I'll also put that 10 at the length. So you connect. And you bring down your shoulder line. Bring down your shoulder line here. So all you have to do is to check what you have here and then divide everything by 2. I'm having 8.5. 8.5, that should be 4.025. So come out by ½ inch. Okay, this is the back. This is the back. We're not going to be using this method for the back. You just have to connect. What you have to do here is to come here by 1 inch and connect. And connect like this. Okay, you just have to connect this way. So this is our armhole. Now we are actually done with this shirt. This is the back pattern. We are done with it. So let's do our front pattern. This is your front pattern. All you have to do here is to remove your 2 inches for zipper for this in buttonhole. Sorry, remove 2 inches for buttonhole. The buttonhole space. Remove 2 inches for your buttonhole space. Okay. So 2 inches for your buttonhole space. Then you mark a straight line. Mark a straight line. So when you're done doing this, you bring your back pattern. Let me cut it out so that you guys understand what I'm doing. Let me cut this out. So you have our back here. You place it this way, where this point is starting from. Okay. So now we are going to be using this front length as our length because this one is longer. So we are going to be using this as our main length. So like this. And you pin. You pin it down. Where is my pin? This is exactly what you're doing on your material. What you're cutting. So you pin it down. So when you're done pinning the whole stuff, you now come down for your neck depth. Remember, I said your neck depth of the front. You come down. I'll be using 3 inches for the neck depth. Why? This is the neck width. The neck width is 3 inches too. So right now, I just have to connect. Connect. So let me cut this out so that you understand what I'm doing. But please, when you're making your shirts, you cannot use this length, okay? Measure your length. Get the best length you want. I'm just using this as a practice. Get the best length you want. The best length for shirts can be your 22, 23, 24, okay? Please get your perfect length. So let's cut. I'm just pressing what we have at the back. So let me cut this one first. Let me bring them out. So now this is our neck. Okay. So now we have something like this for our front. Let's cut the neck of the back. Okay. And this is our front neck. Let me repeat myself again. I came down by 3 inches. Then the width. Easy for notching to know where your bottom hole will start, because when you notch, and this will be your fabric. This is going to be your fabric, just like this. So you'll be sewing your bottom hole space like this. You sew it inside, and you sew this one inside. So you sew it inside like this. See, from that notch, you sew it inside. You use your hemming gum and fold this in. You fold this one in. So yeah, fold this one in. So let me show you how to join before we move to the collar. Let me show you how to join the collar. This is your back. This is your back pattern. Now this is your dress. This is your shirt. This is your back pattern of your shirt, and this is your front. You bring this one like this. Place it here. Place it like this. By then you must have folding this one inside. You must have folding your bottom hole space. This is how to fold. This is how to fold your bottom hole like this. You must have fold it in this way. Okay. Now you join your shoulder. This is the 2 shoulders. You join it here. Let me use pin. So after you must have sewn your shoulder, I use pin to hold it, as you can see. But you'll be sewing it. Remember, this is front facing front. This is the back of your shirt. This is the front side, and this is the back. And this is our back pattern. And this is the inside. Why this is the back? So when you must have sewn your shoulder like this, you now fold your bottom hole. This is your bottom hole space. You fold it in like this. Fold it in. Let me use tape. You fold it in this way. Fold your bottom hole space this way. Fold it in like this. So at the end you have something like this. So bring this one too. Bring this one too. So this is going to serve as our shoulder. We'll join our shoulder. Let me use my thing to join it also. Join your shoulder together. So when you're done joining, you just have to fold in your bottom hole space like this. You fold it like this and fold it again. So guys, we're going to be working on our collar. Measure everything you have here. Notch the center of this back. Notch the center. When you notch the center, you measure everything you have. Measure everything you have. Me, I'm having 16 inches total. So this is the collar style I'll be using. I don't have the collar, the strong one. This one is called material gum. If you go to your market, you can get this one. It's called material gum. So, but you can as well use your collar stand. That strong one. You can use your collar stand. So, this is the big collar. Why this is the collar stand? Okay. This is the smaller part of the collar now. There is no collar is 2. So this is the small one, and this is the big one. So, the next thing to do here is we're having 16 as our round neck. 16 divided by 2 will give you 8. Because this thing is folded into 2. You see, if it's like this, it will be 16. Okay, so when you now fold it, you will have 8. Okay, when you fold it, you will have 8. You see. So right now, the next thing to do is to get the middle point of this 8. We're going to divide this 8 by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So when you mark 4 like this, just like this. Then bring this collar stand. Bring this one. Place it like this to measure it. So make sure this smaller one is more longer with ½ inch. You see the difference between this one and this one is ½ inch. Let me show you. You see? Okay. You can use 1 inch or half point. I prefer use half inch, please. So the difference between this one and this one is half an inch. Okay? So let me trim off a little. So I'm having so much. So right now, let's work on this big one first. So after getting the center, the next thing to do is to check how many we have here. We have about 4.025 total. The total of this thing is about 4.025, which will be too big for our collar. So what will we do? We're going to be minusing. If we minus half inch here and minus half inch here, we're going to have the total of what again? 3 inches. You guys understand? So we're going to minus half inch at the both side. So like this, we now have a total of 3 inches, which is okay for your big collar. So when you minus this, the next thing to do here is just curve it like this. Let me show you guys. Curve it like this. Let me bring this phone down so that you guys can see what I'm doing very well. Okay, so like this, you just have to curve it. Do something like this. I love to use my free hand. Okay, I love to use my free hand. If you can make use of curve rule, you can as well use your curve rule. But then I prefer free hand. Okay, I prefer free hand. So you just have to curve like this. Curve like this. Come to the side and curve too. So this is it. Okay, this is what it looks like after covering. Just have to cut it off. So you cut it off like this. Cut. Make sure you cut it very well. Okay. Okay, I'm having some errors here. That's because I know what it's been. So this is what it looks like after cutting. So you notch the center. Don't forget to always notch the center. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's like after cutting. Okay, so now let's work on the smaller one. This one is ready. Let's work on the smaller one. Oh, my back hurts. Let's work on the smaller one. Now this smaller one, we're not going to do anything much here. Just get the perfect size you want. I would like to use 1 inch for the smaller one. So you can remove, we have a total of 2.5 inches here. So you can remove half inch here. Okay, let's first of all get the center. Try to be easy. This is 9. So 9, that is 4.5. Okay, the center of this one is 4.5. Let me turn it upside down. So I can use the wrong part. So 4.5. Just like this. So after getting the center, what you have to do is just to go out by half inch. The total of this thing is 2.5, like I said before, okay? So go out by half inch. So like this, and you can curve it a little if you want. You can curve this part a little if you want. It's optional. You can also make it straight. So when you're done doing this, you come at this point, just do the same thing. Do the same thing here. Because this one doesn't have very much work. You just have to like get this perfect size. So okay, you see. So you come here and curve the mouth. You just have to curve the mouth like this. I normally use my free hand to do this. I used to use my scissors, to cut everything out. But because I'm teaching, so I need to illustrate everything. So come here and do it like this. Just curve the mouth a little, and you are good to go. You just have to cut. follow the curved mouth. So this is what the smaller one looks like. You see? This is the center. If you still want yours to be straight, you can make it straight. You can make it straight and not curvy like this. Okay? You can make it straight and it will still be fine. So this is the smaller one, and this is the big one. You see? So this is what it looks like. Now, I'm going to be attaching a video on how to gum it on your material. I'll be attaching a video on how to gum it, and how to gum it and how to turn it up. How you can turn everything up. And after doing those things, after turning it up. So guys, this is the next thing to do after you must have cut out your collar, like I told you guys, after you cut it out on your gum style. So this is the next thing to do, to gum it on your fabric. Gum it on your fabric just like this. I want you guys to watch this video. Watch it very, very well. Watch every part of this video, watch to the end, and you will know how to gum your collar and join it together. Okay, so I'll be going off on my voiceover. So at this point, you just have to cover with half an inch of your material, as you can see. Okay, you just have an inch to iron the small one, then put your excess for cotton. Just watch the video carefully. So right now you just have to cut out a piece of material. Maybe the inches will be 5 inches and the length will be the length of the small collar. The small collar, it will be longer than it. It will be longer than it in the length. So it might be 5 inches. You see, just cut out a piece. You'll see what you'll be doing with the pieces. So that's it. So right now you just have to start with the first one, the smaller one. Sew it the way it's being done on this video. Sew it just like this. Just sew it just like this. And after that, you see the next step you're going to do. So now the big one, turn it like this. This bigger one, turn it right side facing right side, and you sew. Look at the way I'm sewing it. You sew, okay? You sew just like this. So now get the smaller one. After you must have sewn everything, get the smaller one and place it on top of the bigger one, just like this. Place it on top of the bigger one and you sew. So the next thing to do here is to take this your joint collar and place it on top of the material, on top of the pieces I asked you guys to cut out. Do you remember that normal material that I asked you guys to cut out here? Just place it on top like this, then you sew. You sew the mouth of the small one, you curve it. You curve it and sew straight. Do you understand? Curve the mouth of that small one with that, together with that small material. So then you curve, sew. Because you're going to be joining on your shirts with that material. You join your shirts with that material.
So right now we're actually done with making of our shirts. Okay, the only thing here remaining is our sleeve. If you don't know how to draft, so I'll show you guys how to join it on your shirts. Okay, I will show you guys how to join it channel. Okay, there is a tutorial on how to draft your basic body sleeve. See you guys, bye.
And how to attach it. So you must be having something like this, right? You should be having something like this, something that looks like this. Okay, this is a collar and the collar stand. So when you have something like this, that remaining material, remember there is a material you attach with. So here is the material. You'll be joining this now on your shirt. With this material, it's like this, right? The collar is like this. So you use this part of this material and join it like this. You join like this. Start from the back pattern. You join. You sew at this material here. You sew here to the round of your neck. After sewing, you now use this one. You now use the main collar, this one now, and now cover it up. Like cover it like this, okay? Let me show you. So let's assume that this is your fabric and this is your collar. You must have sewn with this. You start from the back and sew, okay? Oh, my back is feeling. So when you are done doing this, when you are done sewing it around, like the one using pin to hold it, when you are done, you just have to use this one. Let me come close. You just have to use this particular. When you are done sewing all these things, done sewing it, you now use this one here, this one at the top, and cover it like this. Let me show you. You use this one and cover it like this. You see, you cover it, cover it and sew, You now have your collar. Do you understand?